I want to quickly talk to you about the Corpay One Mastercard. So here's an in-depth review so you have a clear idea what this business credit card is about. It is a business credit card. And so the question is it worth it? So I first want to talk to you about Corpay One, the company behind the business credit card, okay? So Corpay One is accounting and expense management software that helps small and mid-sized businesses automate bookkeeping processes, control company spending, and streamline finance tasks. And its key features include receipt collection, invoice management, and reimbursement. So Corpay One is one of the latest accounting software providers, such as and DV does the same thing. You have also, so there are other players. Brex does the same thing. So basically, you have accounting software providers who are trying to issue a business credit card that allows you to build business credit, but also have you can rack up other rewards as well. You can get like cashback, you can get some travel rewards, some points, and what have you. So when you think about Corpay One, they're following a similar sort of business model. So you have expense tracking, unlimited receipt uploads, accounting automation, spend controls, reimbursement, multi-currency support, mobile app, and live chat support. So this is what the accounting software is actually providing, is really claiming to provide. Whether or not they do it, we have not been able to see. Like we analyze the Corpay One process or their functionalities. We've seen that what they're saying, those functionalities were actually working 72% of the time. Okay, 72%. It is still high though, but it's important to mention that. So welcome back, boss. Welcome back to this show. Into this conversation, we are going to talk about Corpay One Mastercard. And now I'm just talking to you now about the company behind the Mastercard, the credit card. Okay, so what are the pros and cons of this business credit card? So Corpay One's here are the pros. Corpay One's software is completely free to use, and users are only charged payment processing fees. And the Corpay Mastercard helps users automate payments, extends cash flows, earn a 1.5% rebate, and build business credit. The platform offers custom bookkeeping and approval workflows for seamless payments and vendor management. So as a user, you can set up spending limits to stay on budget, and the software integrates with several third-party apps such as QuickBooks, Xero, and Google Chrome. And users can scan and upload receipts, create expense reports, detect duplications, and sync existing accounting systems. Other tools include custom tracking lists, reimbursement, team collaboration, automated approvals, and built-in audit trails. And what we love here is that for Corpay One, you also have a mobile app that is available for on-the-go expense management. What about the cons? Corpay One does not offer multi-currency support or travel management tools. Okay, and there is no phone support, and the platform's card is only available to US-based businesses. So speaking about this corporate MasterCard, let's talk about it. The Corpay One MasterCard. So this is it's a new cashback business charge card from Corpay One, the company behind the software. Okay, again, it's a charge card. It's kind of similar to Brex 30. It's kind of similar to DV. It's kind of similar to REMP. So if you are familiar with those existing business credit cards, you know that you know what I mean. So in terms of so it's not a regular credit card. It's not a regular business credit card. So you're not getting a credit limit that you have to spend. You have to charge on the card on and then pay at the end of the month. No, it's a charge card. You have to actually pay everything that you are like. You have to really pay for everything. Okay. So as far as business cards go, the Corpay MasterCard is straightforward. It charges no annual fee, earns up to 1.5% on eligible purchases, provided you pay at least one bill through Corpay One each month. And the card offers a credit limit of up to $100,000 and 21-day repayment window. So this is kind of cool. So from a pure rewards and features standpoint, the Corpay MasterCard falls short of much of the business card competition on the market, right? We're speaking about, there are a lot of 2% cashback cards available to all kinds of businesses, with several including welcome offers on top of that. So you have the Amex Blue Business Cash, for example, and you have all the Inc business credit card do the same thing. So by the way, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about the Corpay One MasterCard. This is a business charge card from Corpay One. And one thing I want to say here is that with you have a lot of benefits though. Through this card, you have a lot of benefits. You can earn cash back. There is no annual fee. So when you think about the credit limits, it's kind of sizable. I mean, think about it. $100,000. It's sizable a lot. I mean, you can automatically receive up to $50,000 based on your credit score, but this amount can go all the way to $100,000. And so you also have business finances integrations. So you are able to integrate a lot of things from your business into the Corpay One software. So the way I want you to really understand this here is that basically this Corpay One Mastercard is just another way for Corpay One, the company behind the software, to increase its revenue, to increase its user base. That's what it is. Okay. And so there are some drawbacks when you think about this card. It's a charge card. The average cashback is kind of small, and you may have potentially high fees. Okay. And there might be also you have to think about whether or not you need a charge card at this point in your company's, I would say, history. I want to dig a little deeper here. Let's dig a little deeper. So who is eligible to apply for the Corpay One Mastercard? So it's any business that is based in the United States and is one of the prohibited industries that Corpay One has. Because Corpay One does have a list of prohibited industries, things like adults or gambling, or so there is a list on their website that you can check. There's an updated list. And so when you think about the Corpay One Mastercard, I want to specify again, I want to emphasize the fact that it is a charge card. That means you have to pay your monthly balance in full by the end of each payment period and cannot carry a balance. You cannot carry a balance. With the Corpay One Mastercard, you will have up to 51 days to pay back your purchases. 51 days. This is kind of cool. And basically, you can earn a 1.5% rebate on card transactions when you pay an eligible business bill in Corpay One, and 1% rebate on card transactions when you don't. It's very easy. And so one thing I need to say here is that Corpay One will help you build business credit. Yes. I mean, as you probably understand, they will report your data to 3 commercial credit bureaus. So they have Dun & Bradstreet, you have Equifax, and then you have Experian. So Corpay One is very adamant, and they're very regular though. They will report every single month. And so the bottom line here is that, if you are able to have, let's say, if you have the MasterCard, you are able to seamlessly integrate it with Corpay One. That means you can pay your Corpay One MasterCard bill, order new cars, review spend activities, and more, while, streamlining payments to your vendors. You can build the custom approval workflows for your team and simplify your bookkeeping. So this is kind of cool. And one thing I want to say here is that Corpay One actually does require an inquiry to the credit bureaus. So basically, if you have a card with Corpay One, depending on the settings, they might ask for a PG or not. We have seen in this industry that sometimes Corpay One will ask for a personal guarantee, sometimes they don't. But they always do a hard pull though. They do a hard pull. So they just want to be on the safe side. They just want to make sure that, they're dealing with the right borrower or the right business. So be aware of that. If you are going to sign up for Corpay One, be aware that they are going to run a hard pull to see whether or not, you have your FICO score is decent. And if you have a minimum of 575, Corpay One will actually consider your application. Let's talk about the value added. So when everybody thinks about Corpay One Mastercard, the thing is the card really adding a lot of value to your business's bottom line? And the answer is yes. For us, when we really analyze for all intents and purposes this card, we see a lot of value. In other words, you are basically simplifying your bookkeeping with a smart corporate card for your business expenses. In addition to that, you are earning 1.5% in rebates on Corpay One Mastercard transactions just by using Corpay One to pay your business bills. Okay, and so this is kind of cool because you are basically having an integrated platform that takes care of a lot of things for you. That really facilitates a lot of, I would say, operational processes for you. So this is kind of cool. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about Corpay One Mastercard. It is a business charge card. that actually helps you build business credit. And the potential limits here is $100,000. Okay, and with Corpay One, you actually can pay, you can earn, you can automate, and you can scale. So those are the four promises that Corpay One is making to your business. So you can pay, you can extend your cash flow with Corpay One. You can pay eligible business bills with the Corpay One Mastercard and put your cash towards better initiatives that move the needle during the month. Remember, you have 51 days to pay whatever you charge on Corpay One Mastercard. You can earn up to 1.5% in rebates on eligible Corpay One Mastercard transactions just by using Corpay One to pay what your business has to pay anyway. Okay, you can automate, so you can save time and reduce the manual work of paying business bills. So with smart scanning, bill pay, easy approval workflows, accounting system sync, and more, you can automate back office work and focus on your business. You can scale also. So the Corpay One Mastercard is here for you and your team. So even if your business scales, the accounting program, this accounting software tool can actually scale with it too. So other unlimited cards for your employees from anywhere with the mobile app can access a line of credit and sync seamlessly with Corpay One, all with one smart credit card. So this is kind of cool when you think about it. And I want to dig a little deeper here. When we talk about the Corpay One Mastercard, I just want to insist on the fact that it's not the only business charge card that claims to do the same thing that Corpay One is saying. As I said before, you have Brex, you have Ramp, you have DV, you have all those players that are more established than Corpay One. They do the same thing. So you have, like, the setup is kind of similar. You have an accounting software provider that actually tries to issue a business credit card or business charge card to help users build business credit, and also in the same process, they are actually ramping up users. They are ramping up their customer base. Okay, it's a great business model, we believe. And with Corpay One, you have access to a couple of things. You have credit, you have rebate, you have a flexible payment options, you have control, and you have the ability to sign up real fast. So credit. Basically, you have a smart card that helps you scale your business. So you can scale and spend confidently. With a Corpay One Mastercard, your business can actually access, as I said, a line of credit up to $500,000. So really, they actually will stay at the $100,000. But if you have the right financial profile, if you have, let's say, the right profile, your credit score is good, your company's financials are great, they can actually increase your limits up to $500,000. Okay, so you have more flexibility when you really think about it. Okay, this is kind of cool. You have the ability to have rebates, so you can spend more and earn more. So earn about 1.5% rebate when you pay your business bills through Corpay One, and you also have the flexible payment options. So you can pay your bills your way. You can keep cash on hand when you pay your business bills using the Corpay One Mastercard. You can fund, check, and ACH payments using your credit card in Corpay One. Okay, and even to vendors who don't accept cards, you have complete control. So you can actually issue as many Corpay One Mastercards to your employees as needed. So you can set spend control limits for individuals, cardholders, instantly in real time, and you can limit when, where, and how often the Corpay One Mastercard is used. You can actually spend. You can really specify spend amounts and frequency per card, or get even more control by setting cards are used by merchant categories like travel, fuel, and maintenance. So this is the picture I'm trying to paint here is a picture of flexibility, is a picture of convenience, it's a picture of let's say seamless integration to your existing accounting programs. Remember, the Corpay One actually integrates pretty well with Xero, with QuickBooks, with Expensify, with other players. So even if you're not using Corpay One right now for your business processes, you can still use them because it integrates really well with other tools you are currently using. Let me talk to you about the pricing. So when we talk about Corpay One, I want you to look on the screen right now. And when we talk about the pricing, and so you have to think about a few things. First of all, Corpay One, to use the card itself, The whole thing is free because it is a charge card, right? So you don't have to pay an APR or anything like that. No. Now, if you want, the complete package is free. Now, if you have payments via check and ACH via Corpay Mastercard, that's how they make money. That's one way they make money. You have to pay 1.4% of the transaction amount. For payments via check and ACH payments via credit card, you have to pay 2.9% of the transaction amounts. And for international wire payments, the standard fee, the flat fee is $9.50. So this is something you need to really think about. This is how Corpay One makes money. They're not charging you anything. They're not charging you anything for the card itself, no. And so when you think about it, there are some standout features to really pay attention to. So you have the Corpay Mastercard, and then you have the accounting automation process. So the Mastercard, I already talked about it. So basically, you probably earn like 1.5% maximum rebate, and this is kind of cool. In terms of accounting automation, the platform has actually a no-code accounting automation engine that creates intelligent and efficient workflows to simplify bookkeeping tasks, so users can sync their existing accounting systems to the software for efficient bookkeeping and expense management. The team can also stay compliant with customizable accounting rules and spending policies. So that's kind of cool. There are several triggers and actions that form part of the software automation tool, such as approval requirements, labels, and vendor categories. So this is kind of cool. So you are able to run your business by having efficiency in the system, by having automation, by having clarity when it comes to the rules, when it comes to account management, when it comes to cost control. So this is kind of cool. So you are able to track transactions over time too. So you have the timing capability in Corpay One, the software tool that allows you to track transactions over several periods. This can be quarter over quarter. It can be month over month. It could be 6 months over 6 months. It could be anything. Okay, it could be this year versus last year. It could be this quarter versus last quarter. It really depends. What are the rivals here? When we talk about Corpay One, do we have other players in the industry? Because it's an important element to think about. So I think I've told you before that Corpay One is not the only player in this industry. You have DV, for example, and DV. When you think about DV, Corpay One and DV both offer expense tracking, reimbursement, accounting integrations, and expense reporting. While both platforms are free to use, Corpay One charges a percentage of transaction fees on their card usage. However, only Corpay One has live chat support. So this is kind of important to really think about. So, and one thing I want to say here is that both platforms, both Corpay One and DV, do not offer travel management. And for team collaboration, Corpay One does offer team collaboration, whereas DV does not. And in terms of customer support, Corpay One will actually take care of you via email and live chat. For DV, it's email and phone. So whatever works for you, whatever you are more comfortable with, you want to go with that. But all those, all the other platforms, they provide expense tracking, reimbursement, accounting integrations, not a problem. What about Corpay One versus FreshBooks? Now, FreshBooks does not have a charge card right now, but FreshBooks is just accounting software. So while Corpay One offers a standard set of accounting and expense management services, FreshBooks has more robust tools on offer, such as double entry accounting, invoice templates, multi-currency support, and mileage tracking. However, unlike FreshBooks, Corpay One is free to use, making it a budget-friendly option. And again, FreshBooks does not have a charge card. Corpay One is actually giving you the option to use a credit card, a business credit card, and also build business credit in the process. FreshBooks does not do that. FreshBooks does not help you build business credit. FreshBooks is strictly business accounting software that does a lot of things, that really offers comprehensive solutions, but they do not do business credit building. So basically, with FreshBooks, there is no free plan. You have tax automation, of course. You have mileage tracking, something you don't have in Corpay One. You have expense reports on both. You have a mobile app, and for FreshBooks, you have a more robust structure. So you have customer support via email, phone, and live chat. So I want to also talk to you about Big Time. So Corpay One versus Big Times. Now, so similar to Corpay One, Big Time offers expense tracking, accounting integrations, and a mobile app. While Corpay One offers billing services, Big Time features project management and resource management tools, making it a more robust option. However, it comes with a bigger price tag, whereas Corpay One is free to use. In addition to that, Big Time, sort of similar to FreshBooks, does not actually issue a charge card, a business credit card that helps you build business credit in the process. So in terms of Big Time, like, to actually think about how much they're charging like around $10. I mean, $10 per user, and that's just the starting price when you really think about it. And but they do have, in terms of support, customer support, they have email, phone, and live chat. So you can see that they have like a broader offering here. And we also love the fact that with Big Time, you have expense tracking, you have approval workflows, you have project management tools, something that Corpay does not have, and you have a mobile app also. Okay, so when we think about Big Time Corporation, you're thinking about a let's say process that constantly improving your business operation, so you're able to do things the right way. So just want to close to this conversation. So when we think about Corpay One, we're thinking about a software tool that is produced, that is promoted by Fleet Core Technologies, and it's a company that actually started like not long ago in 2016. Okay, they're based in Atlanta, Georgia. And if you need to know more information about them, you can actually just go, like, you can call, not call, but you can actually email support@corpay1.com. You can visit their website to have more information. But overall, this is, in our view, if you were to ask us our verdict, is Corpay One safe to use? Yes. Is it good to use? Yes. Now, the thing is, they're not the only one. We would recommend the Corpay One, of course, but if you want to have access to a broader constellation of rewards, there are other players out there in the market. We're speaking about charge cards, though. We're not speaking about regular credit cards. We're speaking about charge cards. So you can consider, for example, DV, Ramp, or Brex 30. But yeah, the card is good. It's good to use. You can use it. It's safe. Corpay One is not a scammer. Okay, this is a legit business that we can recommend. Not a problem at all. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. In today's conversation, I was just quickly talking to you about the Corpay One, and I spoke about Corpay One, the company itself, the Corpay One Mastercard, the details, the value added, the pricing, and the rivals. Thank you. God bless you. I'll speak to you another time, but until then, remember, stay marvelous.